the Poland, China, and the Berkshire. Okay? The Poland, China has forward drooping ears. Poland, Chinas are one of the larger breeds of hogs. These hogs produce carcasses with low back fat and large loin eyes. So, unsa man na sila? Sirloin, kuan. Damline. Sirloin. Okay? Although di lang is the popular na breed ginagamit usually. Okay? Disqualifications for registry include less than 6 teeth on each side of the underline, hernia, cryptorganism, or evidence of belt formation. Okay, kung belt formation, they're not anymore Poland, China. You already? Hampshire. Okay? The absence of white points is not objectable, nor is occasional splash of white. Okay? So it's a distinguishing factor, but it is not objectable. Meaning, you can still be a Polish China without the 6 points. Okay? Di para sa Berkshire, dapat na adjun. There should be 6 points in a Berkshire, but in Poland, China, it's okay. Okay? That is why some of them do not have white points near the legs, etc. Okay? So this is the Polish China. Very cool, right? Very cool. Usually, one of my ways to identify the difference between a Polish China and not a Polish China is the presence of white in the under the jaw. Okay? So under the jaw, you can check if there is white. Most likely, it's not a Berkshire but a Polish China. So katong bago panabot, Polish China originated from where? Ohio. Ohio siya guys ha. It's named Polish China. I don't know why. Because it comes from Chinese breeds and Polish breeds. Okay? That's why it's called the Polish China. Okay, next is the Tamworth. Originated in Ireland. So, what country did the Tamworth originated? Ireland. UK. Di lang yun country ang Ireland. Okay, so UK or England. You can use England. Okay? But UK is the ideal because Wales, Ireland, and Scotland are the kingdoms that make the United Kingdoms. Okay? So unless magdayon ng Irish sa section, dili pa na sila considered a different country. Okay? So the Tamworth originated in England in the counties of Stafford, Warwick, Leicester, and Northampton. It is one of the oldest of the pure breeds, and pure breeding began at the early 1800s. Grabe no? Sa punta ng 1800s eh. Nanay, 20 ano ba no? Pilang wala pa. Okay? The first importation into the United States were around in 1881. Okay? The Tamworth is red with shades of light to dark. The ears are erect and it has a long head and snout. The sows are good mothers and have large litters. So they are dumbline. Okay? When you talk about genetics, the Tamworth is a dumbline. But when you talk about performance, they're one of the few called the pasture pigs. What does that mean? In the name pasture pig, meaning they are raised in extensive conditions. So they are raised somewhat like cattle. Okay, so we na sila sa field because they're very hardy animals that they actually enjoy that. They're not ideal for confinement ba. Okay, so magutan na sila what type of production system? Extensive. Okay, the breeds, yes. Pasture pigs na siya. Extensive na siya. Okay? Kanang extensive. The rest of the breeds before is intensive to sila. Meaning they are placed in small areas between we already know, right, the difference between intensive and extensive, right? Aside from performance, what is the biggest contributing factor for you to be considered extensive or intensive? No, it has to have the ideal ratio between space and productivity. So if it has less space, more productivity, that is intensive. If it has more space, less productivity, that is extensive. It has something to do with input as well. So when you say input, In swine, your inputs are labor, medications or veterinary care, feeds, and water. So when it comes to inputs, less ang expensive. Okay? So you don't have to feed them that much because majority of the feed is derived from the environment. Okay? In an act called, what do you call when you get food from your environment? Foraging. Okay? So it's there. Oh? The breed is noted for its foraging ability. Swirls on the sides and back and inverted tips are disqualification for registry. Okay? So wala yung swirls dapat. There should be no swirls. Okay? So see? Cute, very cute, right? So it has erect ears and because they're indicative of poor na breeding. Poor siya breeding. It's not physiological, it's more genetics and performance. So when you look at it physiologically, aside from the pie train, most of them are physiologically not distinct. They're pigs, right? But their breed will affect their performance. And of course, how you utilize them. Okay, so if you disqualify ka, it's because maybe you are a mixed breed already. Okay? So see, cute guy. You wanna know something cool? Patay na ni siya karon. Big ka naman eh. See? Oink, oink. See? No? Cute kayo piglet, no? Huh? Kuan. Downline. Next is the large black. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so balisa ni siya. So, the large black originated where? It is a UK breed. Okay? You would know that their color has something to do with the temperature, the climate of the UK. Okay? We all know that the UK is a temperate country, right? So, opposite sa temperate country? Tropical. So, the Philippines is tropical, while the UK is temperate. So, they have they have times where it's very cold. Okay? So, the large black is ideal because it is also considered a pasture pig. Okay? But breed-wise, it is a sireline. Sireline is sila. Huh? They are sirelines. Okay? So, the breed originated from English hog, established in the 16th and 17th century, described by Parkinson in 1810. They are distinguished by their gigantic size and they are the largest of the kind I ever seen and perfect and makes as a possible in pigs. Their heads are large with very long ears hanging down on each side. Okay? So, opposite siya sa large white. The large white has erect ears. The large black has long droopy ears. Okay? So they can by the late 1800s, there were two distinct types of large black. One to be found in East and however, the founding of the large black society led in an increase in the exchange between the breeders. But in general, we will only use one prototype for the large black. With its long ears and long deep body, the large black is Britain's only all-black pig. Extremely docile. It has to be a factor because they are pasture pig. If they're very aggressive, they're gonna kill the other livestock. Remember, pasture pigs share the environment with other livestock, like sheep. We all know that the British animal industry is prevalent in the use of sheep. Right? So, they have to be very docile. Okay? Yeah, docile sila. Okay? Okay, that's the first thing we have to select in a pig. It has to be docile. Okay? Suited for simple outdoor system. These characteristics coupled with its black skin make the large black ideal for a wide range of climatic conditions. Because when you're black magod, the tendency is when you absorb sunlight, you will absorb the heat. So you will lose less body heat. Okay? Also, it also helps that these animals are very big. So it's very hard to lose internal heat if you are a very big animal. Okay? So it's one of the few pigs that are really adapted for its environment. Okay? So pasture raised ni sila. So they are usually found outside. Okay? They can even be equivalent to our native pigs that are also very black. Yeah, not really the warty pig. You don't eat the warty pig. Okay? DNR will send you to jail. We have our native breed of pigs. Okay? Yeah, Bisaya. So what do you call the native pig in Luzon? So this is the large black. Okay? Pero pag pangita na lang mo better picture ha. So obviously it's in the name. It's black. Okay? Your ears. Ah, hair. Yeah? That's very cute, right? It would be so cute if we weren't gonna eat it. Okay? Yeah. What's that? Okay, no, nice guy, no? Pag-petition mo sa PINMA na mag-buhay ka ginansin. Ha? Dito doon, natin yung orange black. Ha? Guys, good question ha. Students, regardless of the color of the animal, their meat is all the same. If you were to slaughter a python or a durok, their meat will come out as regular meat. Okay? Color is just skin deep. Okay? Any questions so far? Kaya nyo makita na black lechon, nila black, large black ha? Ikulura na nila. Okay? Ha? Ata na nila.
No, ang pinipinitin ng mga sa backyard, distinct kasi sa akong native endemic species of pig. So, kung sabihan ko kasi mga native or
The actual wild one is like, pero kurang na-continue na sila. Yeah. Okay? By the way, have you seen a native pig? Kasi naman ang biska na rin. Or from biska. Bless you. Na to, long scroll. Baka justify ang biska kasi sa ilahang logo na pa baboy. Sa ilang logo. Bantay mo? Oh. Field trip? No, dili pwede field trip sa swine. Guys, sorry ha, pero why field trip sa swine? Because of biosecurity. Okay? Pwede ka mag-field trip sa swine sa slaughterhouse. Kinahan mo? Ha? Pero wato ba mag-car-car para lechon? Kaya naman mag-lechon mo tayo rin.
I think someone got car.
Ha? Sabot na daan na, sa lechon na, kami mo bayan na. Kapag pa-lechon na. Ha? Ay, nilang ko pasaling ko, asa man na mag-lechon diri. Suya niya ang mga uban niya. Ay, wala mo yung lechon. Ba't may tao? Anyway, so lastly, guys, ang last na itong breed i-discuss is the pot-bellied pig. So guys, the pot-bellied pig is not dumpline or sireline because it is a pet line. So it's commonly used for pets, right? Famous people in the country have pot-bellied pigs like Heart Evangelista. Pabila ko about isa lain na pot-bellied pig. Okay? So it originated from Vietnam. Okay? They were originally brought into Sweden and Canada and since moved into other countries. Okay? So, kani sila more on, you need to identify lang, okay? Ha? listen. Students, these pigs are designed not to grow that big. Okay? We even have micro pot-bellied pigs, where they are just like, you can like carry them in your gun. Okay? Nay, nana? Oh, okay. 20. They go for 20. Okay? Amo kay katong kay Sharon mo kuno katong gipakaw ni Kiko. Loy kay lang baboy butang lang tapos gamay kayo. Di kay katuyok.
Hindi man nagkatagda sa size nila ng silang lifespan.
Dok na may gagawa.
Kani sila gi-design ni sila not to grow that big. So it will affect their, it will be positive on their lifespan, yes?
Kami kaya ko na siya.
Baboy yun na. Ha? Nasa yun na sila ilahang pagkaon na design. Okay? So usually if kamoy papiliyon ani, make sure that their nutrition is more on the protein base. Okay? Do not feed them high carbohydrate diet kung sabot sila katampo. Okay? And remember, the problem with that is if they become too fat, it is detrimental to their health. Oh, tanawa. It's so fat, isakit na. And I think galing kayo in this picture na nalay mas type ito. Okay? Because sige kaigo ang iyahang kwan. Okay? Oh. For me, if you were to ask me, I don't really recommend this type of pigs because they're not really built for that kind of kwan. Okay? Kana, there are about, you're setting up an animal to suffer. So, but anyway, naman like, kung dato ka like Sharon, or Art, okay naman siguro. Yeah. Okay? And besides students, if you plan to enter the swine industry, you cannot have a pet that is a pig. Okay? That's a big no-no in the swine industry. Okay? So if you are working in a swine farm, you should not have contact with pigs, other pigs aside from the pigs inside your farm. Huh? Okay, so ma-disqualify ka na for as a swine veterinarian. Okay, manang ganun akong palit na ginana at 15K niya. Oo, siya mo pwede.
Namin tag-lipi to.
Ha? O dili lagi ko. Okay, kon kanang issue. Okay? Any questions so far? So, kani guys, kabaho sa ni? These are the trademark breeds. So, example, this is the product sa among farm sa una. Katong akong gitrabahoan. Where I used to work, this is the product. This is the Camboro 48. Camboro, don't worry, it will not come out in your exam. I just want you to introduce you to the Camboro 48. Okay? These are coming from a genetics company. So this breed has a trademark. I'm not allowed. I don't even know because they won't tell me what breed this breed originated from. But it's a combination of multiple breeds. Okay?
GMO na siya no?
Huh?
GMO na. GMO.
Not really GMO, it's just selective breeding. Because like in the country here in the Philippines, diba, you notice most of the swine breeds are developed by the USDA. We don't have that type of one. We don't have that type. Our government doesn't develop any breeds. That is why that vacuum is filled with by that genetics company. So this belongs to a genetic company. Okay? Look at the other line. Perfect. Very good. One of these is around 50,000. Guys, 50,000. One. Okay? Guilt, it's not yet gone. Guilt. Yes. Okay? Ang iyang partner, the boar equivalent of this is around 1 million. That's why we don't buy the actual boar, we just buy semen. Huh?
Pala ninyo pala itong dog ng email kay Juan sila ka ng cross-breeding.
They won't say.
Okay.
I won't say also. This is a product. It has a trademark. I'm not allowed to. What? Sorry. Yeah. Virginia, Sumilaw, they use all this kind of thing. Because you can get your money's worth. The minimum number of piglets for this is 18. Yes. If you count count all that nipples, that is around 18. 9 nakabok nipples on one side. Okay? Camboro, 48.
Gamit sa na for backyard.
You can use this in backyard, but do not expect the 18 in backyard. 18 heads of piglets per farrowing, minimum. They can go as high as 21. Depends on how you plan to use them. But sows will always be cheaper than boars. Okay? Other questions? Sa pig siguro. Sa pig. Because good luck trying to harvest good luck trying to harvest milk from a sow. Because unlike mga ruminants, sows don't store their milk. The piglet has to drink milk constantly at around 30 to 40 every 15 to 20 minutes. They don't really like sa cow, like in one day they store all their milk and then you harvest it. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay?
So, ang bantay do, kay more likely, always niya ginapatuloy ang mga piglet. Or ang piglet kay pwede sila sa mama.
Piglets are designed to be independent. That's the good thing about piglets. You don't have to watch over them. Okay? If the 15-minute break is done and the sow feels full, he will call on her piglets. You'll notice now, na siya call. All the piglets will run towards the sow. Semen right now, I think it's 3,000 per pancham.
At pinato kong semen?
3K. It's expensive. Yeah, I know. The common breeds in the Philippines are your large white, landrace, Duroc, and Pied. No, kamu. By the end of this one, by the end of this class. What do you mean? Nothing is regulating you from doing AI. Yeah, after this class, you should be able to perform AI. But if you want to polish up on it, I can teach you sa actual. But unfortunately, we don't have an actual sound here. Okay? But ideally on top, by the end of this course, you should be able to do that. Okay? Not only AI, but you should also be able to collect semen.
Oh, Dok, parang na Dok sa'yo, Dok, na inanahan niyo mo, Dok.
Dahil lahi. Okay? Any other questions so far? What's up, man? Sire.
Dok, palidok ang semen, Dok, baligya is 10,000
Per dose.
per dose sa ito na mga breed.
Yeah, most genetic companies. Yan ang price.
3,000, medyo cheap lang siya.
That's quite expensive na. That's just for one sow. And in order to properly impregnate one sow, you need 3.
So 3,000 times 9.
But that's just estimate. I don't know the exact price yet.
Ako din, medyo mahal ka lang.
Okay? Any questions so far? San, any question?
Pero, Dok, mag-ask ko,
Do
Dok.
you have pigs in your country?
Mag-ask ko, Dok, if ever a local farmer mo gamit ang kangaroo, what ideal siya for kanan mga local farmers ba?
Yeah, it's ideal. It's designed, but kuan lang, you cannot unlock its full potential. But it's still very good compared to the other kuan.
Unsa may
Guys, the kangaroo is special because its ADG is around 700. 700 grams. Meaning your pig grows 700 grams a day. Yes. Iyang anak, not that pig, iyang breed. That's why you need to use the proper semen. Well,
Pero Dok, mag-ask ako, Dok, if if nindot siya mo hatag na milk sa anak at iya anak pa, like, dun sa man ang wala na local potential siya anak mo tupok ba siya sa
Regardless of the input, you can never surpass your genetic potential.
I mean, kung ba kanang mo pag-inas ba siya sa mga quality sa it's either butang ta mga large white Yorkshire kanang kung ba kanang quality sa kilos or kilos.
Well, again, genetics plays the biggest factor.
Mas less siya.
Not really less, pero ang efficiency dili.
Pero mas tagan lang pala kung ibutang na to sa kita, mas tagan ibalian mo ko.
Kung inana yung gamiton, mas dako ito kita, gamay na mag-face, dako tubo.
Gamay face ka pa.
Efficient ba siya? You can. Nasa sila yung something, but they don't tell. Because if I tell you how to differentiate, they're able to trace what lines it will pick up. Look at this internet, di ba? Na-copyright sila. Okay? Any questions so far? So, let us go to breeding programs. Okay? So, after this, we can dismiss na after the breeding programs. Okay? So, breeding programs, you have your pure breeding, the breeding of two animals of the same breed. An animal can be considered same breed when they have the same ancestry and share a distinct characteristics. Okay? So, in swine, in terms of genetic value, once an animal has great genetic value ha, they are entitled for pure breeding so that you are able to preserve their genetic value. For example, if you want to make large whites, you need to breed it with another large white in order to preserve. Okay? Genetic value. Genetic value is different from performance values. Okay? Next is hybrids. So hybrids is the breeding of two different parents to get a desired result. Okay? So if you are going to consider performance value, you should hybrid your animals. In your genetics, in nature, the hybrid always beats the pure breed in terms of performance because of a trait called heterosis. Do you know what heterosis is? Hybrid vigor. Okay? So hybrid vigor. Once you hybridize an animal, their performance would be greater than the sum of its parents. Okay? Because you are hybriding the animals, you're unlocking its genetic potential. Okay? For pure breeding, you do not have heterosis in pure breeding because you're not mixing the genes. Okay? In breeding of animals who have related or close ancestry. This is highly discouraged in swine production. Although, in your production, what animal do we practice in breeding? Dogs. Boy, dili na dapat i-practice ha, I'll shoot you. So, in poultry, you can practice a sort of inbreeding that is called line breeding. Diba? That's how to preserve. Example, you want the bantrix to be preserved, so you need to do line breeding. Okay? But you need to be careful. What's wrong there when we inbreed?
Kando kanang deformities or kanang
What's the reason for that?
kanang based ako doon kuan based ako just that kay breeding ng good most likely nagay issues
Huh?
oh
Yes, aside from it's the opposite of heterosis because there's no recombination of the genes, there's a tendency that there will be amplification of faulty genes. Yes. So meaning the faulty genes will be amplified. Okay? The good thing about hybriding is the faulty genes will be suppressed by the healthy genes of the crossbred. So if the problem with kanang large whites or they have large ears, it will be balanced out by the erect ears of the tabworm, etc. You get the picture, right? So that's why in swine production, inbreeding is one. Genetics-wise, immunity-wise, it's not also a good thing. Because if all your pigs are related, their immune system is also related. So it only takes one disease to wipe them out. Okay?
Same siya sa mga pure breeding sa Philippines naman.
Yeah. Ha?
Dali lang siya masakit.
Yes, dali din siya masakit. Basta purebred. Okay? It will get sick quickly. Okay? That is why in nature pushes you to hybridize. You don't hybridize, your species become extinct. Diversity. Okay? Next is crossbreeding. So, a planned approach of mating. So, once there is a planned approach to hybriding, that is called crossbreeding. Okay? So, crossbreeding is a planned approach to mating with pigs of different genetic background. So, when you cross different pigs, for example, you cross a dam line with a sire line with an intent to get a specific trait, that is already called crossbreeding. Okay? By the way, another definition of hybriding is when you take a local animal and improve its genetics through mating. Okay? We often use that in what animal? That we improve the native animals by introducing goats. That is called upgrading. I-upgrade din yung siya. Okay? So, crossbreeding different backgrounds which typically results in heterosis. Heterosis is always a good thing, right? Heterosis is improved performance of offspring compared to their average of their parents. Okay, so their parents, they're going to be better than their parents. Okay? So kamo, heterosis with your parents, you're going to be better. Dapat lang, that's the point. Right? That's the point of generation. Okay? Mona, did you go ma-surprise if mayroon sila, this generation is better. That's the point of breeding. Right? We're supposed to be, okay? Improve on generation. Dito mahimong degenerates. Right? Okay, so, let's end it for now. We'll discuss the two-way scheme next week. Okay? So, by crossbreeding, you're able to use hybrid vigor. Hybrid vigor happens through crossbreeding. Okay? Any questions? Any questions? Okay?